Swadika, good morning and welcome to Newsline. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. My name is Cholapansa Narula. Let's take a look at today's top stories. It's Wednesday, July the 6th of 2016. We begin with Thailand moves forward. The Cabinet has approved the appointment of Sompot Rajapathiyakom as Deputy Secretary General of the Cabinet, as well as other positions at the Ministries of Industry and Natural Resources and Environment. The Cabinet also approved the proposal by the Ministry of Industry, which had nominated Director General of the Department of Industrial Works, Pasu Lohan Chun, to be Director General of the Department of Industrial Promotion, and for Inspector General of the Ministry of Energy, Mongkol Pruk Watana, to replace Mr. Pasu as Director General of the Department of Industrial Works. The Cabinet also approved the proposal by the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment to appoint a 12-person special committee on marine and coastal resources management policy. Officials appointed included Pitipong Phungbun Ayutthaya in charge of economic affairs, Thon Thamrong Nawara Sawat in charge of marine and coastal resources management, and Thipayawan Law Suwanrat in charge of policy assessment. Meanwhile, Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Wirachon Sukhontapatipak spoke about other resolutions of the weekly Cabinet meeting.
For the matter of factory, the Cabinet has approved amendment to the Draft Factory Act, which will now include the following insurance requirement compensation measures for injured employee, increased access for factory inspectors from the private sectors, clearly mandate responsibility of factory owners, permit and registration requirement, and penalty for violator of new factory safety code and guidelines. For the issue of migrant workers permit, amendment to Labour Ministry regulations have been approved by Cabinet today, which will allow for greater flexibility of work type legislation, as well as increased application channel for work permits and foreign migrant worker notification, such as electronically. Lastly, to provide further support for rice farmers, the Cabinet has authorized a budget to support the storage, release and transport of rice crop for farmers involved in the annual crop credit program offered by the Bank of Agriculture and Agriculture Cooperative. This will directly benefit over 70,000 rice farmers and 42 agricultural cooperatives across the country.
Several campaigns to promote the upcoming public referendum have been active across the country. Director of the Chiang Rai Election Commission Office, Ekachai Ruan Kam, has called for a meeting to review the procedures of the public referendum, which was attended by representatives of related committees from all districts in the province and concerned government officials. In Chonburi Province, the Provincial Election Commission Office held a special activity to encourage locals to come out and cast their vote on August 7th by inviting 10 representatives from all 11 sub-districts in Phan Thong district to attend and get a review on steps and measures that will be put in place on the referendum day, that is. Meanwhile, Permanent Secretary of Chayapum Province, Thanapon Chantranimi, attended a meeting with representatives from the network of labour volunteers to discuss the public relations of the public referendum and the campaign to encourage those who cannot be home on the referendum day to register themselves to cast their votes outside respective constituencies by tomorrow. The National Reform Steering Assembly has considered a suggestion to have political parties become political institutions to allow for more public participation and to ensure their integrity. At the NRSA's latest meeting, its Committee for Political Reform submitted a report proposing changes to the nation's political party system. The report called for political parties to be developed into public institutions where citizens with similar political ideologies can join together without influence from political or business interests. The report also called for reforms to the morality of politicians, the management of political parties for greater democracy, for vote campaigns to be based on policies, for party owners to have to fund their own parties, and for greater state oversight on political parties. While members of the NRSA agreed with the recommendations, they called for more study into matters pertaining to political party funding. A vote on the report resulted in 140 in favour, 1 opposed, and 12 abstentions. The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, or BMA, has set up a centre to handle the public referendum on the draft charter and resolved to promote the process to ensure a high voter turnout. Deputy Governor of Bangkok, Chakapan Piungam, chaired the first meeting of the Public Referendum Coordination Centre of Bangkok, which was set up to prepare the capital for the vote on the draft constitution that is to take place on August 7th. A major task of the centre is promoting the vote and encouraging citizens to exercise their rights. The centre is to use media, both traditional and digital, to achieve its goal while also dispatching experts to directly address any queries held by the public in the 50 districts of Bangkok. The BMA is hopeful that 80% of the city's eligible voters, or 3.5 million people, will take part in the referendum. The capital is aiming to have the highest turnout in the country and has devoted much of its resources to promoting the process while also urging its staff to act in a neutral and honest manner ahead of the vote. Unilever, the Federation of the Thai Industries, and Thai Publica have organized a meeting with representatives from 32 organizations with an aim to promote sustainability and end poverty, as well as also to tackle climate change. Deputy Prime Minister Somkit Jatusipitak said after presiding over the opening ceremony of the meeting that national sustainability is based on 3 important elements, namely the economy, society, and environment. He said that many countries experience extreme weather conditions because they give little attention to the environment. Crop yields have declined significantly in some countries due to severe flooding and drought. Dr. Somkit said Thailand needs to adopt His Majesty the King's sufficiency economy philosophy as a basis for national growth. He added that the country should do more to attract foreign investment, reduce household expenses, and develop useful innovations to promote economic prosperity. Meanwhile, Unilever chairperson Supatra Paopiamsap said the meeting will create unity among the 32 participating organizations to achieve national sustainability. She expects them to succeed their goals within 14 years. The Department of Highways expects 3 new motorways from Pattaya to Maptaput, Bang Pain to Nakhon Ratchasima, and Bang Yai to Kanchanaburi to reach completion within the year 2019 or 2020. Speaking about the progress of the Pattaya-Maptaput motorway project, Director General of the Department of Highways, Thanin Somboon, said concessionaires have already been found for all 13 sections and construction is currently underway. He added that concession bidding has also taken place for 25 sections of the Bang Pain, Nakhon Ratchasima intercity motorway. The bidding for the remaining 15 sections is expected to finish within this year. As for the Bang Yai Kanchanaburi motorway, concessionaires have been named for 4 sections so far, while the bidding process is being carried out for 5 sections and will be conducted for the other 16 sections next year. The Department of Highways has also requested a budget of 97 billion baht for investment in the construction and renovation of expressways in support of the government's economic stimulus policy. The Bank for Agriculture and Agricultural Cooperatives, or BAAC, has enlisted the aid of experts and academics in its effort to improve the nation's farming sector. At an academic meeting for the development of Thai farming SMEs, BAAC representative Watana Thamasiri affirmed that the bank is working closely with experts and academics to research and develop ways to enhance Thai farms and also to benefit the nation's growers. The bank is currently enacting its One Tambon, One SME project with a budget of 72 billion baht, with the belief it can improve 7,300 farming SMEs. President of the Institute of Future Studies for Development, Kriengsak Charoenwongsak, at the meeting, remarked that the BAAC must have a greater role in the farming sector in the future as environmental issues and global changes will add to the challenges being faced by Thai farmers. He stated that the BAAC must revamp its approaches to assistance by applying research and innovation to farming methods and should upgrade itself in all areas to be ready to sustainably aid Thailand's farmers. The private sector has forecast a tendency of the Thai economy in the second half of this year, saying internal factors are conducive to private investment. External factors will keep interest rates to stay low for a long time. Head of Global Markets at Bank of Ayutthaya, Tak Bunnak, said public investment and the government's stimulus measures for SMEs and the real sector would play an important role in the Thai economy in the last 2 quarters of this year. Low oil price and interest rates would benefit the private investment and tourism sectors, would keep on expanding. Mr. Tak, however, warned about the sluggish export sector and high household debt. The baht, meanwhile, would likely appreciate and stand around 35.5 baht to the US dollar, following the possibility that the Federal Reserve may not increase the benchmark rate this year. The banker also forecast that the Thai economy in 2016 would expand at 3%. SIPA has announced its mission to promote Thailand's software industry by establishing an alliance, paving the way for Thailand's digital economy. Kun Niranut Traijakwanit reports.
Software Industry Promotion Agency, or SIPA, held a press conference on SIPA fostering Thailand's economy to announce its mission to develop Thailand's software industry. SIPA Vice President Chatchai Kunpitilak said that under this mission, a roadmap has been established to carry out various projects which will promote collaboration among entrepreneurs and modernize Thailand's IT infrastructure. The projects are expected to foster large investments, greater market value, and extensive growth of Thailand's software on the domestic and global markets.
So we have several projects that we announced today, and the projects that we have going on for the past years that emphasize on building a better workforce for the digital economy and for the work, for the job opportunities. We are working together with our partners in several sectors to let the people or let the society have a benefit from the digital economy. So whatever they are doing in the past, they can do it better with a little bit of technology involved. And for the opportunity, we are seeking partnerships among our friends, among our stakeholders, so to create more opportunity for the people and for the environment.
SIPA is pushing forward with annual and flagship programs in 2016 that will uplift the industry's competency level in various aspects. These programs include the Thailand Tourism Open Platform, Tech Startup Program, and Healthcare Program, which is related to personnel health record keeping. SIPA also hosted the ASEAN ICT Awards 2016. The award aims to encourage creativity and promote innovation and collaborations between government units, private businesses, members of the public, and other institutions in ASEAN region. The awards were separated into 6 categories. The winners received a grant worth 40,000 baht.
And that's it for Thailand Moves Forward. We'll now take a quick look at the exchange rates and some of the commodity prices. Newsline will return with ASEAN and beyond. Stay with us.
Thai Created from Thai wisdom, used to be served on banana leaf, and the banana tree is used for practicing Muay Thai. Muay Thai was trained in the temples, which can be found on the mountains, in the caves, or on the water, everywhere, just like Pad Thai. There are thousands of other stories to discover. Discover your amazing stories in amazing Thailand.
Now that we are together as one, the dreams of 600 million people may come true.
We have to respect every woman and every child as a person and have a full human rights and no violation whatsoever.
If we combine that resources with research and technology, it will improve our life quality and our economy a lot.
So we open to each other more, and media play a very vital role. This is what I want to see. I want to communicate more. I want to know more about you.
These are the voices to remind us that today we, all the people of ASEAN, are the center of this great community. ASEAN, the people-centered community.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. Now in our ASEAN and Beyond segment, Prime Minister of Laos, Thonglin Sisulit, is on an official visit to Thailand from the 5th till 6th of July 2016. It is his first Thai visit since he took office. Deputy Prime Minister Somkit Jatusipitak and Minister of Labour General Sirichai Disakun yesterday welcomed the Lao Prime Minister and his spouse. The Prime Minister thanked the Thai government for a warm welcome. During his visit, Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthorn will grant the Lao Prime Minister an audience. Mr. Sisulit will also meet with Thai Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha to discuss state affairs and witness the signing of MOUs on trade and labour between the two countries. And in a project for Laos labourers, the Nakhon Phanom Skill Development Centre has kicked off a skill enhancement project for workers from Laos in a bid to strengthen the Special Economic Zone or SEZ of the province. Nakhon Phanom Deputy Governor Paithun Rakpratet presided over the launch of the Skill Development Workshop at the Nakhon Phanom Skill Development Centre in Mueang District. The workshop was initiated specifically for Lao workers through the collaboration between Nakhon Phanom Province and Kham Mueang Province of Laos. It is part of a project of the Thai International Cooperation Agency, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to enhance the potential of workers from 3 neighbouring countries. There are 60 foreign workers participating in the 60-hour workshop. It covers 3 areas of expertise, consisting of motorcycle repair, agricultural machinery repair, and electrical cabling. Primarily, the workshop is intended to promote skill standards among workers in the Nakhon Phanom SEZ and Kham Mueang Province, while generating jobs and income for local residents in order to help them integrate seamlessly into the ASEAN community. Cambodia's Phun Sinpek Party leader Narodom Ronarit expressed his support for China's position on the South China Sea issue in Phnom Penh, the Cambodian capital. During an exclusive interview with China Central Television, the leader also urged related countries to have a dialogue with China in this regard. Ronarit said that the islands, the Philippines had claimed were not included when the United States and Spain negotiated on Philippine independence. Thus, China's actions are rightful. Meanwhile, China signed the Declaration of the Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea with ASEAN and proposed to solve the disputes through peaceful negotiations. Ronarit said the only way to solve the South China Sea issue is through negotiation. He urged all parties to follow the Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea and not approve the Philippines' unilateral action. The Baba Nyonya Heritage Museum is a museum in Malacca, Malaysia. It showcases the local history of ethnic Chinese Malays who are known as Baba Nyonya or Peranakan in Malacca. NBT World's correspondent Harin Angsakun went to the museum and has his story.
Baba Nyonya or Peranakan are the local names for Chinese born in the Straits and are the offspring of Chinese noble descendants who adopted the Malay culture. This interesting and unique blend of cultures came about after the intermarriage between the Chinese and the local Malay.
Okay, Baba Nyonya is a very unique ethnic because only in Malacca, whereby they are from, though they are from China, come to Malacca, they are traders, and then they are married with local people. So these people they call Baba Nyonya, whereby they look like Malays, but they are not. Yeah. So it's very different. We have a Baba Nyonya museum here in Malacca.
The house museum combines of 3 terrace lots acquired by the Shan family in 1861. 4 generations lived in the house before it was opened as a museum in March 1985. Today, the museum is still managed by the family. Their vision is to bridge communities to Malaysia's history and to highlight Peranakan identity and culture. By preserving this house for visitors and students, they hope to honor the Peranakan spirit, keeping it alive for many generations to come.
What we do today is that we try to maintain the fundamental or the basic culture. Why? No, if you see time change, we cannot live how they live 100 years ago. So what we do now is we change with modern lifestyle. Maybe we simplify things, but the museum still is as genuinely as 120 years ago. But then again, if we look back at the community today, we have changed. We have become very modern. So no more like how it used to be. But then again, it became a modern day Baba and Nyonya.
The museum showcases valuable century-old local Baba Nyonya ethnic and cultural items such as traditional costumes, woodwork art, and antique furniture. Each display item in the museum has its own story to tell and give visitors a chance to learn everything about the history and culture of Baba Nyonya. So if you find yourself in Malacca, don't miss it. Camera work by Suvishan Gaoyang. I am Tarin Skun for NBT World in Malacca, Malaysia.
A suicide bomber on a motorcycle attacked a police station in the small Indonesian city of Solo, killing himself and wounding a police officer. Shortly after the attack, President Joko Widodo, who is from Solo and a former mayor of the town, ordered police to arrest those that may have been connected to the suicide bomber. Police said the attacker detonated the bomb he was wearing shortly after driving into the grounds of the police station in Solo, known as a hotbed for religious fundamentalism. A police officer who tried to stop him from entering sustained minor injuries. The identity of the bomber was not immediately clear, but intelligence chief Sutioso told Metro TV he suspected the attacker was a supporter of Islamic State or IS. Indonesian authorities have been on high alert since the Islamic State militant group claimed an attack in the capital Jakarta back in January that killed 4 people. The 4 attackers also died. Southeast Asia's largest economy is home to the world's largest Muslim population, the vast majority of whom practice a moderate form of Islam. Indonesia saw a spate of attacks in the 2000s, the deadliest of which was a nightclub bombing on the holiday island of Bali that killed 202 people, most of them tourists. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. Thank you very much for joining us. We end the program today with some innovation from Taiwan. It is an unusual flying bike kite designed by a Taiwanese man. I'm Chalapan Sanarula. We'll see you tomorrow. Sawasdee ka.